Welcome to You Be the Judge, where the content I share will be used against those who are out of pocket. This show is fair use. Stay tuned and get some game.
So today we're gonna talk about Adam Silver. He had to address the Josh Giddey situation. He's being alleged to have been dating an underage girl, and he had to address this with the media. But check this out.
Josh Giddey, he's currently being investigated by both the NBA, the league, and the Newport Beach police for an alleged improper relationship with an underage girl. I wanted to ask you where that investigation stands and why the decision was made that he could continue to play for OKC while both of those investigations were going on.
I think if you look back, I can't think of many circumstances where we've suspended a player based on an allegation alone. And in this case, so we have an allegation, and then you have a police investigation and a parallel league investigation.
Absolutely. Well,
I would also add that where there is a criminal investigation, we take a back seat. And so you have an allegation, you have an ongoing criminal investigation, that impacts how the players and the Players Association can work with us, because of course the player needs to protect his rights. So I'm not going to say never ever, but I think this is the path we've consistently followed in the path. There's an ongoing criminal investigation. Newport Police opened up that investigation, notified us, we then take a back seat, and that's where things currently stand.
Thank you so much, Adam.
The commissioner says that he don't remember based on how the protocol works with the NBA, and I beg to differ. There's so many different situations. You can talk about the Ja Morant. You can talk about so many different situations where black players have been alleged to have done things and they've been suspended. They've lost endorsements. They lost money just based on the allegations. And this guy is still playing. Josh Giddey, I'm talking about. Ja Morant is just now getting ready to come back. He's been gone pretty much the whole season. Over some things that were personal issues that he could have handled. He could have went to counseling or anything. He didn't have to lose all that money. And for this gentleman, Josh Giddey, to still be playing is frustrating. I'm sure it is to the locker room too. With all the players, they got daughters, sisters, and I'm sure they asking this man, wait, bro, is this real? Because it's a locker room thing too, you guys. Don't forget about that. He got to answer to his teammates, his family members, and this brother having that white privilege seem like he don't have to answer to nothing. And that's the problem I'm having, because brothers got to get on TV, apologize to the whole world. And that's the double standard I'm talking about. So this Josh Giddey situation, it's not going to go away. And the fact that the commissioner is on board with white supremacy, take it how you want to. It's just, it is what it is, and it needs to be addressed. And it's going to on my podcast. Okay, so this right here is some footage from Charles Barkley, Shaq, and Ernie Johnson, and Kenny Smith. I'm just going to play a clip from Charles Barkley and Shaq because of the terms they use to describe black people, Kyrie specifically, when the situation when he made that post and they consider him anti-Semitic, excuse me. And it raised a bunch of eyebrows. And look where the world is now. So there goes that.
The game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done. I stand for equality of all people. I've always been like that. Don't matter what religion, no matter where you're from. I can say shalom, salam alaikum, ni hao, sebon, because that's how I was raised. So I don't really want to sit up here and answer questions for what he's done. If you're looking at me, it's my job to make people happy. I can't speak for him and, answer for what he's doing. It's obviously by his answers and the way he answers, he doesn't really care.
Chuck, I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion. If you're going to insult me, you have the right, but I have the right to say no. You're not going to take my $40 million and insult my religion. I think the NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs, and that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur.
But Charles Barkley, he always talking greasy on black people. He feels he's obligated to do it. I don't know why. And Shaq, I don't want to consider Shaq a bootlick yet. I need to see more from Shaq. But he's teetling. You know, he's right on the line. He's borderline bootlick. But he said some stuff that where it's like, man, I want him to consider Josh Giddey an idiot. I want to hear Charles Barkley calls Josh Giddey an idiot for fucking off his opportunities or what he could have based on these allegations. I want to hear Charles Barkley, Shaq, Ernie, all them get on there and say, this guy's an idiot. Josh Giddey is an idiot for these actions. Just like you do black people. You know, and I'm going to just say this, you guys. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. You notice when these black young athletes get into it, they put the father on blast. Where's Josh Giddey's father? Where's his father? Where was his mentorship that led to this? Let's dig deeper into this, because I notice when it comes to black athletes, they look at their background. Oh, they mother raised them. They don't, they disregard the black father for whatever reason. You know the reason. But this guy has a father too. Where's he at? Let's hear him talk about his son and what he did. How accountable he needs to hold himself. So that's what I'm looking forward to. The family. This is upbringing. They talk about ours. Let's hear about Josh's. You feel me?
One of the ones.